Eileen in Scotland.
Hi everybody, this is Johnson, zooming all the way from the city of Takoradi in Ghana with my friend here, Mark.
Welcome, great.
Hi everybody.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, here from Ireland.
Hey, how are you?
Hey Tom, this is Captain from Dallas, Texas. Yeehaw!
What's happening, Dallas? Great to have you online.
Adele from Lake Stevens, Washington.
Hello, Adele.
Bob Pilkington, Springfield, Missouri.
Erica Gorham out of Colorado Springs.
Good morning, Erica.
Hi, everybody. Go ahead.
Sorry, I went too soon there, didn't I?
Go ahead, Jim.
Sorry, Jem K. Ali from London.
Hey, welcome, Jim. How are you doing?
Yes, welcome.
Cheers.
Okay, Kina Marietta here from Amanzimtoti in South Africa.
Miriam in Toronto, Canada.
Colorado. Hey everyone, Ricardo from the greatest country in the world, Texas.
Welcome, Ricardo.
Yeehaw!
Hi Tom, it's Douglas from Cork in Ireland.
Beverly, California. Hey everybody.
Welcome back, Tom. This is Tom DeMattia from the great state of Michigan, UP, Upper Peninsula.
This is Christina Lilienthal from Prineville, Oregon.
Welcome, Christina.
Thank you.
Hi, this is Wes Tater in Portsmouth, New Hampshire.
Welcome, Weston.
Hi, it's Steve from down in Devon in England.
Hey, Steve. How are you?
Okay, thanks.
Anybody else like to say hello? Zoom in.
Hello, it's Brad from the Mississippi Gulf Coast.
Hello, Brad. Welcome.
Hi,
Hello,
Tom.
everybody. Go ahead.
It's all you, Lucille.
Okay, I was just going to say this is Lucille. I'm zooming in from Sherman, Texas at the beauty salon. Getting beautified, but you can zoom from anywhere, anytime.
Great to have you online.
Thank you.
Hey, Tom. Hey, everybody. This is Anthony in Gulfport, Mississippi, just a little bit up the road from Brad there. And good afternoon, everyone. Happy to be here.
Welcome, Tony. Great to have you online.
Hi Tom, Douglas from Ireland here.
Great to see you, and it was great seeing you in the UK.
Yeah, fantastic. Great event.
Sorry, I had to be rushed out of there, but would love to have had a cocktail with you, but we didn't get to do that next time.
Next time.
Very good. Anybody else want to say hello and let us know where you're zooming in from? Looks like we got people from all over the world, so it's great having y'all online.
You look well rested, Tom. This is Beverly in California. You look much better, much healthier. I'm amazed with your endurance of all that travel.
Yeah.
You're doing a super job. Thank you.
Great to have you online. Thanks. Yeah. All right, good. Well, we'll go ahead and get started here. Thanks for being online, everyone. Let me mute everybody out, and we'll get started here. Mute. Oh, there we go. We turn off the screen share so we don't have any accidents there. And doesn't give me that option anymore. Interesting. Let's see, is it down here? Nope. Interesting. All right. Well, it's great having everybody online. Thanks for joining us today. This is our Thursday, 1 p.m. Eastern time. We don't know different times all over the world, obviously, but we do this presentation. We get together 10 times a week to talk about digital currency, to share experiences, to kind of give people a little bit more insight maybe on how to explain it. This is the second stage or second part of our system of educating people on digital currency. First stage, of course, is connecting with our about onelife.com video, where you can actually learn about digital currency, learn about OneCoin, understand a little bit more about the opportunity. And then the second stage is really just to meet miners like yourself, people that are creating portfolios. Some people are building active businesses. Some people have just decided they want to have a career as a teacher of digital currency and make a living sharing education with people around the world about what we're doing. The purpose of this is really just for you to see that we have a great support system. We've got a great team with varying levels of knowledge. Some of you are brand new. Some of you have been around are veterans. You've been in for at least 2 years. That would make you a veteran in our industry. But we want to be able to share with you the excitement of digital currency, really give you some framework as to how we work as a team, and show you that we have the opportunity to help you create wealth with digital currency if you're looking for a business opportunity, minus the skin creams and the vitamins and the milkshakes and stuff like that. If you're looking for a product that everybody wants, digital currency, wealth, time freedom is something that we offer, and we're just super excited to be able to provide you, with the opportunity to learn about it today on our presentation. But my name's Tom McMurrin. I'm the host today. We have several hosts that have been around that have been helping, Joby Bowie and certainly Catherine Clement, and we've got people from Douglas, I know, has hosted some meetings. Bob, you've helped out. Jeff Walling. Just want to thank all the great leaders that have been here. Tom DiMattia in my absence, and helping make sure that our community keeps connecting and keeps sharing information about digital currency. In my presentation on the road, what I emphasized to people was this is a little bit more. This is a little bit more than a network marketing deal. It's a little bit more than a digital currency. The underlying technology that makes this work is going to be life-changing technology. It's going to change the landscape of the world as we know it, the business. And what I mean by that is it's going to affect, I'm working on a new PowerPoint presentation, and I'll just kind of share some thoughts with you, on that. But the disruptive nature of technology that is kind of unseen, kind of like the semiconductors technology that's unseen because it's inside electronic devices and you don't see it, but the transformation it makes in our life is pretty phenomenal. Then you look at the unseen technology of the internet, which is TCP/IP, which makes the internet work, really created a profound change in our lives in the landscape of business. And it's an unseen technology once again. And in 2010, a guy named Satoshi Nakamoto released a new technology that once again is an unseen technology that connects computers around the world to what has created one of the largest financial networks, the most powerful financial networks in the world, called blockchain-based technology. And that unseen technology, the disruptive nature of it, will change, the landscape of business like nothing that you've ever seen. And I was looking at just kind of my outline of businesses that it would change. I mean, we're looking at the money remittance industries. Any business that requires a middle person, this technology is going to change. And the reason I'm beginning with this today in my presentation is because, I know a lot of you get into these deals and you're like leaves of the tree. A good wind comes along and blows you out of the tree and you're off to another deal, or, a negative article comes out about, digital currency, and the wind comes along and blows you out of the trees. And then there's some of you that are like branches. It takes a little bit more wind to knock you out of the tree, but, or a good storm or whatever. And all of a sudden you're off to another deal. There's some of you that are like trunks of the tree. Takes a whole bunch of whacks with a pretty sharp axe to take you down. But your family and friends can come after you with a vengeance when you get involved in a program or a deal where they don't understand it, and they'll take whacks at your trunk all day long. Then there's some of you that are the roots of what we're doing, and you understand that blockchain-based technology is the root of what we're doing. And I think when you understand that, it gives you a little bit more firm footing to understand that this is going to be a big deal. The technology that is going to change the world, the money remittance industry, any business that requires a middle person to conduct a transaction or to execute a contract is subject to disruption because of this powerful technology. Escrow agents, lawyers, accountants, title search companies, stock brokerage companies, insurance companies, recording companies, recording industries already been disrupted, going to be disrupted even further. Ticket sales companies, any company that sells tickets, soon one day artists will be selling tickets directly to their customers without using intermediaries. Taxi drivers are already being disrupted, of course, by Uber, but Uber is getting ready to be disrupted by a new technology that's coming out. Hotel companies that rent rooms, travel companies that book trips, employment agencies that connect employers to employees, they will be disrupted. Grocery stores, eventually Procter & Gamble and Colgate Palmolive and Pillsbury will sell direct to you, and it'll get delivered by Amazon. You won't need a grocery store anymore. Malls, of course, are being disrupted by the technology, but blockchain-based technology allows, consumers to go direct to manufacturers without an intermediary. Energy is going to be another big one, folks. You're going to be buying energy from people who live around you that have the ability to produce it. That's just to name a few industries that are going to be disrupted by this very powerful technology that is powering one coin in one life. And digital currency is really just the beginning of a very, very exciting, disruptive industry that is a multi-trillion-dollar disruption in itself, just the banking industry alone. So I wanted to share that a little with you to help you understand that we're at the precipice of probably one of the most exciting times in business that any of us have been in our own life, but we have to understand what blockchain is. We have to understand this technology. We don't have to know how to program it. We don't have to know how to explain it. We just have to understand that it works, and we have to understand how it works. It's kind of like websites and buying stuff online. Most of you don't know how to program HTML or CSS or any other type of database languaging, but you use Amazon all the time. And so we just have to show people that the function of digital currency is very similar to what you're already doing in doing transactions. The only difference is you're doing it in a currency that is losing value. And, as I tell everybody, how many of y'all like working harder for less? I would say most of you would say no, yet you are fully subscribed to it every day. If you are working for a government issued currency, you are working harder for less, because as they continue to print more debt, what they like to disguise as a fancy word called quantitative easing. Quantitative easing just means they are extracting wealth from you very quietly, without you knowing, without you feeling it. And it's something that when you look back over, say, 30 years, like I can look back over my 30 years in career, and I can see that 40% of my dollar has lost its value. That means I am working for less. I have worked harder for less, and the government has taken 40% of my wealth in a very quiet form of taxation called quantitative easing, where they have continued to print money and dilute the wealth that I have without really my permission or my understanding or even knowing how they've been doing it. And so I want to make sure that everybody knows that in 2010, when blockchain-based technology was released, you all now have a new option for currency. You are not solely restricted to creating wealth and transacting methods of value in government-issued currency. You are now able to do it in a software-backed currency. You are now able to create wealth with a non-governmental issued currency. And it's kind of like if I went back to 1991, Basil, and I said, right now your only choice is to use newspapers to read your news. Well, after TCP/IP was released, I could say, Basil, now you've got two options. You have newspaper and you have internet. And many of you chose the internet over the newspaper, but you waited 10 years to do it. You said, well, I'm going to sit back and watch this, and I'm not going to participate until I'm sure. And you missed the opportunity. And I'll tell you one thing, folks, you don't want to wait on this opportunity. You want to get involved. You want to learn this. You want to do it, more importantly. And I like to tell people that this business is definitely better experienced than it is explained. And with that said, I'll jump around the world a little bit and talk to a few people that are actually experiencing digital currency. And I'd love to pop up to Douglas up there in County Cork. How are you doing, sir?
Hey, Tom. Hi, everyone. Had a great experience at the weekend. We went over to London for a few days to sort out some of our own team's business there, and we were lucky enough to attend the event and see Tom in action. I think he must have split 3 suits in that whole weekend event.
I did. That's so funny. My wife was looking at my clothes and she's like, "What are you doing?" I said, "Well, I kept doing this warrior move and I kept tearing my suit."
So, look, some of the lads in Thailand have got great tailors, so I'm sure they can get you sorted out there.
Won't have a problem with that, yeah.
After, in a fortnight's time, of course, they'll be accepting OneCoin in payment. The deal shaker is getting huge momentum now, and I think we all just can't wait until we're able to practically use our coins. Coins I've had now for 2 years, building them for the future, but it'll be fantastic to interact and use them to purchase goods, and in that case it will just increase the total value of the coin. The demand will become huge. We've had a hard rise up, and I think now we're on the downward slope. It's all coming for us.
Yeah. As I like to say, the ecosystem is starting to flow. You know, the rivers, the streams, and all of this master plan of Dr. Rusha is starting to come together. And the real key is, of course, usability. You mentioned Deal Shaker, and for those that don't know what it is, Deal Shaker is a Groupon-style deal platform that we have launched, and it's the first cryptocurrency-based Deal Shaker deal program in the world. And I'm excited that OneCoin and One Life is the first company that's been able to introduce it. And I really think it was a brilliant stroke of genius to introduce that product first, because companies could come to us and say, yeah, I want to acquire OneCoins. I want to be a part of this movement, and I'll be willing to offer deals to you. And I call them digital coupons, Doug. You know, I mean, it's kind of like our digital currency. If you got your currency a year ago for 20 or 30 cents a coin, and you're able to spend it today for $8 a coin, last time I checked, that's a form of a digital coupon where I'm getting a massive discount by using my digital currency instead of, say, my government currency, which has kind of done the opposite, has lost value. But very, very exciting. So tell me about the process of you getting involved in digital currency. Somebody's brand new on board. Tell them what to do.
Yeah. Well, my story is simple. I spent 36 years as CEO of a construction company, and I retired, and it was the old 40-40-40 caught me out. You work 40 hours a week for 40 years and you retire with 40% of the value you need to live on. I was very, very lucky. I had looked at several things on the internet, and some I liked, some I didn't, some worked, some didn't. And a great friend of mine whom I meet once a fortnight for lunch in Ireland, the great Frankie Lawler, great mentor, great leader. And I know some of you people in Canada have had the privilege of his company there. And the one thing I love about Frankie is a spade is a spade. And he will tell you how to go about your business. And he set me off on the OneCoin business. At first, I wasn't sure what I had. And my wife actually took me by the coattails and said, this is very like that Bitcoin thing that you wouldn't do. So I was a coward then. I thought, right, I better do this one. And wow, I'm so glad I did. I have got a huge coin portfolio now. But more so, I've been able to share this with so many people and help so many people in situations like myself. I've just, in fact, recently got a fantastic team member in Norway, and he has connections in Bosnia and Sarajevo and China. The strange story is that he first looked at the business 2 months ago when he was in China. came back, did his research. He and I met by accident. He just liked stuff I was doing on Facebook. And so the great news is on the 25th of February, there is an event in Oslo. I'm going over for a week and I've worked with Harry and Miralem, and lads, you get out of this what you put into it. So build your team, work with your team, look after them, because as I always say, it's not about you, it's about them. Thank you, Tom.
Yeah, very good. Great. Thanks for sharing that wisdom. And you know, I like to tell people it's our business is pretty simple. You know, we ask people, you know, have they heard of Bitcoin? I mean, how many of y'all missed the Bitcoin opportunity? Raise your hand. Come along and really dominate the space. I mean, we're active users. We're probably between 8 and 10 times larger than Bitcoin now. And a lot of people don't even see us coming. And you all are in at the very beginning. And it's just kind of like we've dealt through the negative media, just like Bitcoin had to. In fact, most of you, even if you did hear about one Bitcoin back in 2010 or 2011, I suspect most of you wouldn't have invested anyway, because the media, the negative media on Bitcoin was pretty phenomenal. I just threw $500 into it because I thought, what the heck, you know, if this thing does work, if this software does work, it's going to be a really big deal. But you know, second chances are good things to have, and the opportunity that you're going to see today is a second chance to be involved in a currency like Bitcoin, but with better technology, more intuitive platform, better usability. You know, it's just a better platform all around, and it's designed for the layman. It's designed for the person who says, I don't know how to network servers. I don't know how to mine coins. I don't know how to install graphic cards. I don't even know how to download software, for crying out loud. So why would I want to do it? And ours is all, I like to tell people, a great visual of OneCoin is we are like a PayPal, but instead of using a government issued currency, we use a cryptocurrency. And by the way, the word crypto just means it's highly secure. In fact, probably more secure than what you're used to in the banking system. Definitely a lot faster, and it doesn't cost as much. We can send money anywhere in the world now with a click of a button in our back office. And that just, I like that idea. I'm not a big fan of banks. I don't know if you are, but they've sat back and kind of milked us for a very long time, and I'm over it. I'm so glad they have competition, and I'm so glad that we are the ones leading the charge. I had a great talk with Rich Porter today from Atlanta, and I'd love to bring you up, Rich. We had a small group on this morning, but Rich was introduced by Bonnie Anderson out of Chicago, and has an amazing background, not only in technology, but in business in general, but had some really good perspectives on, you know, digital currency and why he's gotten involved. But Rich, if you wouldn't mind sharing some of the information you shared this morning as to what's gotten you excited about digital currency, and you know, he has an extremely intense technology background, and for anybody that has a technology background, when they look at our back office, when they look at our websites, it takes a lot. I mean, it's a multi-million-dollar undertaking to build a website and database as significant as what OneCoin has. And the people who have built it, outside of a couple teeny little things I would change, tiny little process things I would change, they've done a brilliant job at figuring out the graphic user interface, what we call UI in the space. They've done a brilliant job making it easy to understand, and the accounting has always been accurate. The database aspects of it have generated everything perfectly, and it's been pretty amazing. But Rich, it's great to have you online. How are you doing today?
Fantastic. Thanks for introducing me. Yeah, I'm excited about that back office as well, and the technology that's coming to the world. Really, when you were introducing me this morning, I talked about a little bit about myself and where I've been in the last 10 years and what I've been up to. And you mentioned banking. I just got 3 books on the subject. and I'm starting to read them. My late wife and her brother, my late brother-in-law, we all three of us had the conversation about how the banks were not serving us properly. And in fact, my brother-in-law had to leave the country because of his points of view. He was from Germany. He moved down to Panama. The point is that this is so overdue. And I'm so happy that I get to share with people an alternative to having all their money taken out of their family. That's how I see it. Instead of it, like buying a house, an average house in Atlanta is $190,000. A person pays at 5% interest, $177,000 in interest. What is that?
Hey, Rich, you'll like this. You know what the Latin meaning of mortgage is?
No.
It's lifelong death.
Yeah.
That's the Latin meaning of mortgage. So whoever called it a mortgage had a funny sense of humor, didn't they?
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, it's like, morbid. But the thing that really excites me the most about being with OneCoin, other than the leadership and other than the brilliant examples that I get to learn from and hydroplane over all the problems and really focus on what I'm here to do on this planet and share with people a way for them to have a life that they love and a powerful life. This vehicle, I'm headed to Houston for the weekend just to get around people that have this conversation and really get clear on how we could collaborate. Because it only took 12 people to change the planet with Christianity, and I'm sure there's a lot of other way showers out there that have the similar impacts. The thing is that we've got huge games in front of us to really impact lives where individuals that never had a bank account before can actually own land, can actually leave a legacy for their family and actually have health and food and yeah, I mean, wow.
You got the bug. I can tell it's in you. I mean, when you think about the ability of helping, people that are not part of the financial services system, I caught one of Rush's quotes one day where she said that where organized financial services takes root, violence decreases and quality of life increases. And she said that digital currency could become the ultimate weapon of peace, because when people actually transact business, they lay down their weapons and they start doing business. But I hear what you're saying, and you're putting your words together. I've seen that before, but it's a major movement to understand that 3 billion people around the world live in poverty. 70% of our world doesn't have access to title ownership of their property. Have you had a chance to read The Blockchain Revolution yet by Don Tapscott?
I ordered it. It's in the mail. I'm getting it, and the audio, because I want to listen to it as well.
The audiobook's great. You'll love that book. It'll really you'll definitely lose sleep after reading that book. So
awesome,
Adam, online, and thanks for sharing your experience this morning and what you're excited about. But man, I tell you what, you got a bright future, and you're in Atlanta. We need to connect for lunch sometime. It's great having you.
Definitely, awesome. Thank you.
Bye bye. All right, folks. Let me jump down to. Bring up my video again real quick. But let me do this. Let me share a couple videos with you real quick. I want to kind of give you an insight of what's going on, just so you understand. We're not the only ones talking about this. There's some major players that are in this space. One of them is, of course, PayPal. And I want to kind of share, in 2016, they aired a commercial, and I'd like you to kind of see what it's about. Then I'm going to share a little 2-minute video about what is OneCoin, so you can understand what we're building. Pretty simple. We're building basically a PayPal, but we're using a digital currency that has the potential to go up in value as our community grows around it. As the usage increases, as the turnover and the volume of buying and selling increases, this currency has the ability to go up in value to where maybe your $20 bills may turn into, $400 bills or $100 bills. You know, I don't know how many of y'all would like to take the existing wealth that you have right now and watch it multiply, like Douglas has, or like Joby has, or many of the people that are on here. But we have the opportunity to grow wealth with a new technology that was introduced in 2010. Like I said, before 1990, none of you had access to the internet. Before 2010, none of you had access to bankless banking. Today, you have access. And the question is, are you going to seize that opportunity, or are you just going to see it and do nothing? That's going to be the big question that you have to ask yourself. But let me share with you some videos real quick and add a little bit of flair to our presentation today. But let me make sure my volume's all the way up here. It is. And let's see if this is not too loud coming right off the bat. But oh, wow. I'm not getting any volume because I am on. Let me see if I mute myself real quick, see if that helps. Oh, I know what I need to do. Hold on a second. Sounds, volume mixer. Nope, that's all the way up as well. No, there it is. Let me back that up. So PayPal is talking about new money, you know, and what is new money? It's digital money, folks. I mean, we're in the digital age, so we're not the only one talking about this. Let me share a video with you that will let you know what OneCoin is about, and then I want to share another 1 minute video with you to let you know what's going on in the space. But let's take 2 minutes to learn about what OneCoin is real quick.
What is OneCoin? Millions of people around the world are mining OneCoin today. The reason? It's a platform for innovation that changes the financial industry. Put simply, it gives instant access to easier, faster, and low-cost financial services. You do not need to go to your traditional financial institution or escrow agent to send money to your loved ones. Fast. We make transactions every minute. Hence, you are able to send money from any part of the world to another in a minute. Easy. Everyone can transfer money with OneCoin. You only need your phone to do so. Safe. And most importantly, mining the coin, transferring money, and making payments with OneCoin is absolutely safe. When joining OneCoin, we automatically create an e-wallet for you. Because of our centralized model, we take care of all technical aspects, ensuring that your mined coins are safe. What's more, to prevent money laundering, identity theft, financial fraud, and terrorist financing, OneCoin has implemented KYC, Know Your Customer procedures, thus preventing any possible misconduct by its clients. OneCoin also became the first cryptocurrency with a monthly audit of its blockchain. People join OneCoin for a reason: to learn about cryptocurrency, to mine the coin, to transfer money, to make payments without the need for expensive or unsafe intermediaries, to deposit money, and to save over 80% in remittance costs. Use OneCoin to save your time and money every time you need financial services. Inspired by Dr. Rouge Natova's strong vision to provide access to financial services for everyone, regardless of income, social status, and ethnicity, OneCoin has become a global company with a community of thousands of miners worldwide in just over a year. One world, one coin. Join the financial revolution.
Probably the best 2 minute video that explains what OneCoin is. But I think that it doesn't really explain the business, and the business is about, you know, sharing education with people that want to learn about digital currency. And it's kind of like in the beginning days of the internet, probably the best way we made money was charging people money to come to seminars to learn how to build websites. And that's how we kind of made money. So I guess there's direct parallels, to what's going on with blockchain-based technology and what happened with TCP/IP, which is what made the internet possible. So when you look at the two parallels, you go, both are underlying technologies, both are transformational, both are highly disruptive, and we're at the very beginning of something that could be much bigger than the internet. And there's another cool commercial, and I think this is kind of puts, this is by a company called Temenos, and they're a Microsoft company. But I think you'll enjoy this little 1-minute commercial. But this is the essence of what we're doing. I actually forwarded this video to Dr. Rusha and asked if we could get a video like this, because it's really in line with what OneCoin is all about. So take a listen to this one.
Right now, there are 2 billion people who don't have access to basic banking. But that is changing.
At Temenos, we use the Microsoft Cloud to provide banking to the millions and millions of people who need it but don't have access to it. With the Microsoft Cloud, we can enable a banker to travel to the most remote locations with nothing but a phone and a tablet.
More and more people are getting access to credit. Everywhere where there's a phone, you have a bank.
Jerry said, everywhere there's a phone, you have a bank. He did not say a bank account, he said a bank. And I think that's very profound, because anytime you all get onto the blockchain and you set up a e-wallet, you actually become a bank. That is not a bank account, because it's not a sub-account of a bank. You are the bank, okay? So for those that want to become banks and become your own bank, this is a great opportunity.
So now a person is able to start a business and generate an income and employ somebody for the first time. And you can actually see the success. It's transforming our world.
The Microsoft Cloud helped us to bring banking to 10 million people in just 2 years. That's potentially 10 million new businesses.
Technology is about breaking down barriers, removing limitations so that every person has access to opportunity.
A small amount of money could change people's lives. It's very, very powerful.
I like that commercial. By the way, I'll put my playlist in the chat so y'all can have access to it. I've got a whole bunch of videos that I just have curated over the time I've been involved in this that have helped me understand this. But let's see what we got in here. Let me find that playlist for you, and I'll put that in there so you have it in the chat. There we go. And where's my share button? Oh, 1 second. Presentations. There we go. And there's the share button. So I got a lot of good videos for you to watch that'll help increase your knowledge. As I like to say, that education creates the awareness. Awareness creates the opportunity to see the opportunity, the ability to see the opportunity. But ultimately, it's action that enables you to seize the opportunity, not just see it, seize it with a Z on the end of it, okay? And so there's some videos for you. I put them over there in the chat. If you can see that, grab that link. That'll be helpful for you. Some of my favorite videos in there that will help you learn about digital currency. But let me talk to a couple of our other leaders on here. I think I saw Joby Bowie on there. Joby's doing a big presentation in the UK. Understand you've been working on a new slide deck, Joby, and you want to enlighten us what you're going to be laying on the people. You want to give us an advanced understanding?
Yeah, no worries. Can you hear me?
It's a little raspy, but go ahead. Maybe turn the volume down a little bit on your speakers too.
We had the speakers on, so can you hear me now? Is that better?
Sounds good. Go ahead.
So I'm doing a big event on Saturday with some of the Don Country Khan and some of the big leaders over there have asked me to come to anything that I wanted to talk about. So I've created a new slide deck called Cultural Freedom. I thought quite fitting for what we're doing, and I'm really excited to be involved with teaching and educating these guys on how to create freedom with this concept as well. So sort of taking it down the lines of what this can do for your life, rather than just a little bit of a different angle of what I'm on it, I suppose. So I'll be revealing it next week on my webinars as well. So I'm looking forward to that.
Very good, very good. Well, thanks for being online. And what's the dates of the meetings? Are they going to be in the UK, you said?
Yeah, it's this Saturday. So what's the date today? 28th? 28th. Yeah, 28th. Starts at 2 p.m. and I do believe it's at the Gloucester Hotel. In the Living Gloucester Hotel.
Good deal.
So I'm just looking forward to send that over, yeah. So it should be good. Then we're off to, we're going to Africa and Dubai to see a couple of guys over there. And so, yeah, so it's full on from start of February, we get running again, get touring.
Very good, man. Well, congratulations. Joby's a great leader traveling all around the world, helping people understand this business. But thanks for being online with Joby. We appreciate you and good luck on that new presentation.
Thank you, Tom. I'll keep you posted how it goes as well.
Well, I'm sure I'll see it on Facebook Live. Don't worry. Very good. Well, let me jump over to, let's see what else we've got on here today. Got Tom DiMattia up there in Marquette. What's going on, Tom? How you doing, buddy?
Great, great. We had a little break from the weather. Back now.
Yeah. So you've been getting dumped on with some snow, I guess?
A little bit.
Awesome, man. Well, it's great to have you online with us today. What would you tell new people that are getting into digital currency? I guess you've been in a little over a year and have had experience mining digital currency. You've bought digital currency. This is a great topic for you and me to talk about the 4 ways that you can get digital currency. Obviously, you can accept digital currency as a merchant, and for people that want to use digital currency to buy products from you, you can mine digital currency. I'll have you talk about your mining experience. You can buy digital currency off of an exchange. That's something I know that you've done yourself. You can buy and sell it. And then also you can earn referral commissions through OneCoin and use a percentage of your income to buy coins as well. So that's another way that you can get coins into your account. But talk about your experience in building your coin portfolio and maybe why others should.
Sure. Tom, my background is all over the place, but I did start mining digital currency in 2013. I have some financial background in real estate, and having that background with some very high net worth investors, they basically said that they would not touch the U.S. dollar, and I took that as a huge warning sign and decided to do as best I could to divest from the U.S. dollar. And with that being said, I started mining Bitcoin back. I think Bitcoin was about $650 at the time. So I missed the first $650 of Bitcoin, and back in June of 2015? Or let's see, 16. Yeah. You had mentioned that there was another currency coming out, and I wasn't going to miss the boat on this one. So I jumped in head first, and I'm mining, I think, 3 coins now. I kind of pulled back a little bit, but I have diversified. Bitcoin's trying to rebrand themselves now because of some of the issues that they have had. And, I just see the opportunity with what's going on across the world. And I completely agree with you that, the root of all evil comes from, people not having access to banking. Commerce will definitely help that and bring prosperity to the masses. So I'm very, very excited about that.
Very good. Well, when you talk about mining digital currency, what's the advantage of mining digital currency over buying currency outright on an exchange?
You get it at a discount. You're doing a level of effort with a computer. You can go out and buy big servers, which no one really wants to do anymore because it's so cost prohibitive. But that's the one thing about OneCoin is they have made it easy. They've centralized that and gotten rid of all that. They're doing it for us. So it's literally, if you've done a purchase on Amazon, you're able to do this. It's literally a 30-second process to submit tokens to mining, and then those coins are produced over a period of a day or so. That's pretty exciting.
Yeah, no kidding. You put in your mining and all of it. I was talking to a guy the other day. We put in a premium package, and I went back and clicked on his dashboard, and my eyes, I thought they were playing tricks on me, but he had 2,300 coins in his account already. I was like, wow, that was quick. But that's the advantage of having that 1-minute blockchain versus the 10-minute blockchain of, say, Bitcoin. And it's funny, Tom, because, you know, Bitcoin's getting all the attention. Let me show you some quick articles real quick that have recently come out. But many of y'all saw this article. 2.3 billion people can now use Bitcoin on Amazon with a new app. So that article came out recently. And then, of course, an article in Cointelegraph, Bitcoin on the rise in India, steady growth, impossible to shut down. But they've had a major currency crisis in India that has made all of this happen. And the irony of all this is we are probably 8 to 10 times bigger than Bitcoin, and we're growing all around the world, and the media has just totally ignored us, if not been unfriendly to us. But we are growing larger than Bitcoin every 2 months. Every 2 months. And you all had the opportunity to get in Bitcoin and you didn't, and we are blowing their doors off. And right now you can still get coins you can mine digital currency in OneCoin for less than $1 a coin. And when it hits your account, it's worth $8. So I don't know. That seems like the greatest wealth producing methodology to me in the world, Thomas, is to go out and get coins that for $1 that are worth $8 when they hit your account. So I like that idea. But what steps would you tell people? What's the most important thing you've done to build your business, and share this with people? What's helped you the most?
You've got to get educated. This is something that I think is kind of, it's a virtual deal, and you have to just literally take some time, spend a couple hours, watch those presentations, that list that Tom had provided to you. There's a number of videos in there that I've already watched. You can see the writing on the wall. 50 years ago, there was barely any credit cards. And I think the Diners card, maybe Amex. I don't even know. I wasn't.
Diners Club was the first, yeah.
Right. So
plastic cards for everything.
Right, and that's we're going to the chip-based technologies now, and pretty soon, just like your friend had said about the phone, it is a bank, and we're all using smartphones, and we don't have to know how to program that at all, that app, but we're utilizing those apps. So it's a little bit of a learning curve, but if everybody knows how to utilize an app and literally swipe, and you'll probably do that transaction, but to transfer money across borders and with Bitcoin and do it almost instantaneously, that's just amazing. And I'm a big proponent of getting rid of the Western Unions and the MoneyGrams of the world. I just think that they are scumbags.
Yeah. Well, it's amazing. It's an $800 billion a year industry that is just ripping people off that can't afford it. So it's nice to see companies like Abra where they can transfer money for 2% instead of 10%. But Don Tapscott talks about Abra in his TED Talk video, where you can literally transfer money to somebody in the Philippines, and they have an Uber type driver that will actually deliver the money to their house. Yep, blockchain revolution, there it is. But great value. And so awesome. Well, Tom, do you have blockchain on your phone? Do you have an app on your phone to do a transaction with me real quick?
Yeah, I do, but let's see, I won't be able to.
No problem. No problem. Alistair, what about you? You got blockchain on your phone? What's that? All right. And Alistair, by the way, is in Tanzania. So if you want to prove that I can send money anywhere in the world without using a bank instantaneously, hopefully he'll be able to pull it off. If not, I'll find somebody in another area that's outside the United States. We got Miriam up there. She's ready. But let's see if Alistair can pull up his blockchain app. And what I'll do with Alistair is basically what I was showing people in 1991. I'm going to show you how to send a communication without using the U.S. Post Office. Anybody think that was disruptive? U.S. Postal Office is losing $90 billion a year now, and it's that's what we call disruption. But let me know if you're able to pull it up, Alistair, and I'll put you up there on Spotlight your video.
I don't know how to zoom it. I don't know if you can be able to see it.
Well, just hold it up your camera so the icon is there, and your phone's not in the camera. But hopefully I'll be able to capture. Okay, hit the in the lower right hand corner, Alistair, hit the plus button for me. Yeah, that's perfect picture, but hit the plus button in the lower right hand corner. That little plus button. Hit receive. No, now you gotta hit receive.
Receive.
Hit the plus button. All right, that's perfect. Now hold it back a little bit, pull back, and almost got it. Maybe tilt your phone's at a little bit of a tilt, so maybe flatten it out a little bit at the camera so I can see a little bit better.
Is it clear?
It's almost there, but I'm not picking it up perfectly. Your camera's your phone's at a tilt. Try and flatten it out a little bit.
How about that?
Almost. I got it. How about that? I got it, man. That was so turn your phone on and turn up your volume real quick. So that was his account number, folks. I know you normally wouldn't show your account number with your regular bank account, but with Bitcoin, the only thing I can do is send him money. So I think he'll be happy with that. But you got your volume turned up?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so 1 second here. Let me put in some money for you. And let's say I owe you $200 and I don't feel like sending it via the bank, so I'm just going to send it here. And so I just hit send. Okay?
Yep.
And you should have received it. So if you could go hit the little button at the bottom of your screen in the middle. I knocked a couple zeros off. I didn't really send you $200. I sent you $2, okay?
Well, can I check it? I can check for receive, yeah?
Yeah, it says receive $2 and Bitcoin right on your phone. Should be on your, if you hit the little button, the transactions button at the bottom of your screen in the middle.
In the middle.
Yeah, at the very bottom of your screen. And you should see a few seconds ago that I sent you $2. So click on your balance up there on the top on the big number, and you'll see what your balance is now versus what it was before.
Wow. Okay. Let's check. Wow.
That was pretty quick, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I've got it. I've got 2.01. Yeah.
2 point. Oh, well, it went up in value since I've sent it to you, and isn't that a great deal? So you're a penny richer than when I sent it to you. So I sent you $2 without using a bank. That would be disruptive technology. And I sent it to, by the way, it got there in milliseconds. It didn't take 3 days, and it didn't cost a $10 fee or a 10% fee, did it?
Yeah, sure. I had $20 and now I've got 28 balance. So
All right.
I've got it. Yeah.
Very good.
I've got it.
Congratulations, Alistair. Thanks for doing that with me. And so,
cheers, Tom. Cheers.
Yeah,
Cheers.
thank you. And let me figure out what that was. So if I go google.com /maps and see, I'm sitting in Atlanta, Georgia. Hold on 1 second. We'll figure out how far that went in a matter of milliseconds. So I went from Atlanta, Georgia to Tanzania. I love Tanzania, but you like that. Tanzania, Africa. There we go.
Yeah. Dar es Salaam. Yep.
Tanzania. So We just sent that. Oh, it's calculating. It's going to take Google Maps a minute to calculate that one. That's funny. Try it. Won't let me do it driving. I can't drive. I can't take a train. I guess I got to take an airplane. Flight's not available. Hold on one second. Can I not fly to Tanzania, Africa? Sure, I can.
Yes, you can. Why not?
It's not. It's not giving me a flight option to figure out how far it is. But Tanzania to Atlanta, Georgia, it won't give me the mileage. That's crazy. But anyway, there we go. Tanzania, and I'm getting directions to Atlanta, Georgia. Let's try this. I don't know. I'm just having fun with y'all, but it's kind of fun to see how far it went. But it's not even giving me flight directions. Anyway, we'll figure it out another time. But we're pretty far apart, dude.
Yeah, very, very far. Very, very. It's 3,000 miles, I think.
Yeah, but that was fun, and thanks for taking that money and participating in that bankless transaction. Tom Damati says we just sent that money 8,131 miles. That was pretty. Wow. That was pretty dang quick. But let's do this. Thanks, Alistair. Great having you online. It's always great having you participate in our presentations.
My pleasure. Thank you, Tom.
Awesome, folks. So we're at closing time here. We're a little bit over on our time, but I just want to thank you for joining us today. For those that don't know, I'm doing part 2 of my YouTube training tonight. For those that want to market international, you definitely want to be on my YouTube training tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Then we will do our regular meeting at 10 p.m. For those that don't know, I'm going to be changing up some of the meeting times starting this weekend. So stay tuned. If you're in the U.S., you can text CoinLife to 313131 and you'll get updates on that. Or you can get in touch with me directly, and I'll have a new graphic posted in all the rooms. But some of the meetings are going to change up time to accommodate India, the UK, Dubai, Africa. So we are going to be changing up our meeting times to give you all a little bit better meeting time since we're not building in the U.S. anymore. So I would tell you, just hang in there and we'll get you those times. Just to give you all a little bit of indication on the ad that I placed last night that I'm going to be training you on tonight. Right now, I've generated 4 leads today in Pakistan on my YouTube channel. And this is a simple 15-minute process, folks, to set up. So I've got 4 leads of people that have already come in from Pakistan. My numbers, well, I'll show them to you. Hold on one second so you can understand what I'm doing. But my whole YouTube training, folks, maybe an hour's worth of time really understanding it and putting it together step by step, allow you to build in India. India's got an easy way to get codes. They have banks there where they can just deposit banks. So India's a great market to be in. I've got a Tycoon Plus that came in today, 2 tycoons out of India. They are very, very interested in digital currency and very motivated because of the currency crisis that's there. But let me go to screen share real quick, and I'll share with you some results on this ad that I'm working on right now. Y'all will see the down here, I've got an ad, Pakistan Leadership Summit with Tom McMurray and Dr. Safar. 395 people have viewed the ad. 27 people have watched the video. That's a 6.84% view rate of people that have watched that 4-minute video. 2 cents per view. It's cost me 67 cents, folks, to get 4 people that are interested in OneCoin. Is that pretty good? Would you like to have those types of results? So we're going to show you how to set up these channels to where you all can market anywhere in the world and grow a global business. And when I get done with this call, I'm going to be adding in ads for Tanzania. I'll be adding in for Ghana. I'll be putting in for Nigeria. I'll be doing Delhi, Punjab, Karachi. I'll be adding 20 or 30 of these ads and scaling it up to where I've got 20 or 30 leads coming in per day. And I'll bet you I'll be spending less than $10 per day to generate those leads. And so if you want to learn how to do this tonight, be on my Zoomcast at 9 p.m. It's our usual ID, so we'll be on there. And then right after that, we will start the meeting. So if you have friends and people that want to learn how to build a global digital currency business tonight, bring them in. And if you missed part 1 of the training, it's on my YouTube channel, coinlifestyle.tv. Go to coinlifestyle.tv, and that will show you how to set up your YouTube channel and some of the tricks of the trade. But just wanted to give you an early indication. I started that ad this morning, and those are some pretty darn good numbers. 27 views, 4 leads, and 2 cents per view. So I would encourage you to plug in tonight if you want to build internationally. But thanks for being online, everyone. Yes, the training was recorded last night. It is on coinlifestyle.tv. Please watch it before you come on tonight. Make sure your YouTube channel is set up and you are in line with everything that we're doing. But our goal, folks, is to enable you to build a business that you can build from anywhere in the world with an internet connection. We want you all at home with your kids. We want you at home with your spouses. We want you at home with your families. We don't want you sitting in a cubicle 40 hours a day. That's just not what life's about. And our goal with this system, with the Protocol of Prosperity system, we have a proven way of creating a state of success for you if you will just plug into our system. And we like to tell people, run the system, let the system run your business. All you have to do is find warm bodies that want a better quality of life. All you have to do is find warm bodies that want to create more wealth, you know, and we'll do the rest for you. And show them a video and say, listen, just plug in, be open-minded. You know, closed minds work a lot like closed parachutes, folks. They don't, okay? And so find open-minded, warm bodies, bring them here. And I think when they see the information, they'll realize how compelling this business model is and how simple our system is, and they'll take off like a rocket with it. So very exciting. Thanks for being online. I'll unmute you so you can say goodbye, but we appreciate you being online. We will be back tonight at 9 p.m. for the training and 10 p.m. for the opportunity meeting. Do your best today to go find some warm bodies. Bring them tonight with you. We'll have a great time. Take care, everyone.
Thanks, Tom.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Congratulations, Alistair. Great job.
Thank you, Catherine.
Hey, Seth.
Thank you.
Keep the momentum going.
La will, definitely la will.
Hello, Lamar.